Hey girls. Oh my goodness. Hey boo, hey. How are you guys doing? I'm so sorry I'm late. Be nice to me. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I had like a last minute emergency contact. Coaching call, and it kind of got me behind. So I know 4:30 is not 5. Hey. So I kind of wanted to do this live. I'm gonna wait till more of you get in here because I know y'all have been waiting for me since like 4:30 and it's been like 27 minutes, and I really respect your time. You girls are everything to me, so I'm so sorry. But for those of you who haven't been able to afford coaching or anything like that, I wanted to go ahead and do like a live so I can interact with you guys and kind of build that relationship, that connection. So I'm gonna let a few of you go ahead and get in here. And if you have some questions for me, I am ready for you. Also, I have some really exciting things coming up. So I'm gonna kind of wait throughout the video for that. So yeah. So yeah. Hi. Hey. Okay, so I pulled up my live on my phone. Like, again, I'm new, stop. So I don't have to get all close to the camera. I can kind of look at it from my phone. So if you guys have questions, go ahead. Okay. Okay, as within advice for lesbians getting a sugar daddy. LOL. Love you, girl. Okay, I know I get quite a few questions from girls out of the country saying, Fancy, can you kind of dedicate a sharing video as far as how to get a sugar daddy in my country? I don't know. I've never been in your country. Now, as far as lesbians, I'm not, familiar with that territory, but you're not having sex with them. So do what you gotta do. You know how to flirt. A lot of girls that dance with me, they only like women, and they never had a problem giving lap dances or whatnot. So as far as finding a sugar daddy, I guess just do the typical things girls who you know sugar, and have boyfriends on the side, but just be respectful. And I always go with this: listen to your partner. I'm not with hiding, even if I had like a boyfriend on the side and I was going on a date, he knew he would drop me off, or I would drive, or he'll keep in contact. It's about safety. And so if you have a girlfriend, as long as your girlfriend's, comfortable with the situation, then I would definitely keep her involved, because it's about safety. You don't want to go out to dinner with a guy and then like totally disappear and you don't have somebody looking out for you. So hold on, and bills are backed up. My meds. Okay, so do sugar daddies always pay you up front or after you spend time with them? It typically depends on your comfortability. It's about you being comfortable and setting the standard. Now, when I tell you that there are sugar daddies that I didn't anticipate being as hard and me having to really work and seduce them enough to ask for the money, you gotta kind of fill it out from time to time. But it depends on the guy. If you feel like he's kind of a jerk, an asshole, sorry for my French, then kind of work your way up to it, go on a date with him. And I mean, at the end of the day, ask him, because at that time you can kind of see he's turning red, he's feeling comfortable, he's enjoying himself, and he feels like the man. A lot of girls wait until like after, see, I had this one girl and I went through some comments, and she said, hey Fancy, this guy mentioned an allowance, he mentioned that he bought all these things for other previous sugar babies, but at the end of the day he didn't pay me anything, but he talked about pay per meet until we get comfortable enough to sit here and have an allowance. So now he's talking about another meetup, but he didn't pay me. What should I do? And I believe up front that a man will do what he has to do to impress you. Just like with anything, hey, I'm a big boss, I work for this corporation, I make 6 figures, blah, 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 blah. But that doesn't mean you're gonna get it. You're broke to me until you spend money on me. I don't care how much money you have in your bank account until that's transferred into my bank account. You mean nothing. So just because they have this big talk doesn't mean that they're a sugar daddy. They can be cheap AF and not give you anything, point blank period. So definitely bring it up within the first date, because I'm not going out with another, like I'm not going out on a second date with you until you pay me for the first. You still owe me money. Like you're in debt, you're negative, just like a credit card. So simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and move forward until I've been paid. And yes, after every single date, I'm asking for money up front. Of course, you're not hostile. If he, he's blindsided and you met him freestyling, then I definitely wouldn't, sit here and, harass him about it because he's still new and stuff. So, yeah. Let me see. Iris, what are some ideas for stories to get, let's see, to the bag during the coronavirus? Okay, one of the girls contacted me and she stated that, she had a sugar daddy and she just met him online. I'm gonna give you girls a few websites, and on the websites that y'all can work with the coronavirus. I've been saving these for you. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Y'all, I'm so unorganized, but I kept everything written down right here. Okay, so she said she met this sugar daddy on a website, and she said that she hasn't met him face to face, but since the coronavirus, they can't meet anywhere in person. And he has a cabin, and he's like a billionaire. This is what she says. And my first question is, how do you know he's a billionaire? Just because he says so. And then she also said, well, he sent me this website of his, company and everything like that, and stated that that was his name. Now I could tell you, hey, my name is Bill Gates and I'm on the phone with you, right? Go to this website, you're gonna see my name and this is me. Men will tell you whatever they, whatever it takes to sit here and get your hopes up and get you interested into them, because at the end of the day, they can be whoever. So she said he had a lot of money and he typically takes his women to a cabin that's about 2.5 hours away from her home. And she sat here and said, well, Fancy, would you do it? What, should I do it? Should I not? And I feel like I don't travel with men unless I'm comfortable giving them my real name, until I'm comfortable with them putting the reservation in solely my name. It's not a joint situation where I travel to you with a flight. I don't do what you ask because I'm not going to have sex with you. And then you want to sit here and be like, okay, well, you're gonna have to find your own way home. Men are very egotistical and they're very sensitive in a way when it comes to being, put in their place. So unless a man's gonna sit here and buy you a car totally in your name, unless he's gonna sit here and make reservations totally in your name, I'm not gonna go to no cabin in the woods for you to kill me. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna be me. So I would definitely tell him, if we have like what is it called, the Netflix parties that they're offering now with the coronavirus, all this funny stuff. I think it's called like the Netflix parties. If you're not willing to have like a FaceTime date with me, where you have your camera, I have my camera, you Uber Eats me, like, you feel me, and then you sit cash at me just for the conversation, let me know it's real. I don't have to prove anything to you. You have to sit here and press me. I'm not gonna sit here and jump over obstacles, bend over backwards for you. I won't do it. So you have to let them know. You have to let them know that they're not in control at all. So yeah, we're not going to a cabin in the woods at all whatsoever. Not me, not us. We won't. Have I ever fell in love with a sugar daddy? Um, I'm not gonna say I fell in love, but I kind of got my feelings hurt because I was dealing with a guy. I was dealing with a Dusty. I was dealing with a Dusty on the side, and meaning I'm paying 50-50. If anything, I'm paying 100 because he can't afford the bills, so he can't afford his half. And I'm still going out and sugaring. Like a lot of you girls say, if I'm not gonna have a boyfriend and sugar because I shouldn't have to be out here entertaining and whining and dining with other men. It's just not logical. Like at the end of the day, if you can't afford me, then we don't need to be together. But my mindset back then was, you know, I'm in love and I'm gonna do whatever for this man, and you know, he gives me some good, and we cute together. And you know what, baby, I got you because I'm your rider. This was my whole mentality, just trash, low self-esteem, just needed validation, everything. And so I really started to feel some type of way when I was getting, you know, spoiled, and I was just treated like a queen, like a princess, anything. We never argued. Anything that I needed, I'm like, babe, you know what? I'm sorry again. I'm short on my rent. I'm sorry, you know. And it was because my ex, well, not my ex, but whoever I was talking to at that time, he wasn't pulling his weight. So if I made, you know, my rent from dancing or whatever, I would go to my sugar daddy and be like, hey, babe, I came short on my rent because whoever I was with, you know, at the time, and he would take it, baby, it's nothing, I'll take care of it. And he ended up finding out that I was in a relationship, you know, living with a whole man, and that he was really supporting us versus just me. And what ended up happening was he just said, you know, I'm done. He said, I really loved you, and I'm not going to allow you to take advantage of me. I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. I'm just done. He literally, and I didn't know I felt some type of way until he was gone. You don't know what you got into is gone. I'm like, Daddy, I'm sorry. Be nice. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was kind of really bad. So I didn't fall in love, but I should have been dealing with him because he was handsome. He was single. He was available, and he was a really, really good guy. So yeah. So let me see what other questions you guys got. I don't really do damsel in distress for coronavirus. I don't like to feel like I'm homeless. I don't like to feel like a beggar. I don't like to feel like I'm poor. I don't like to put myself in a position where I need you and I'm desperate. I like to have the story where my bills are taken care of, and you will pay me what I'm asking because you know this is what I require and this is what I deserve. You want to be in my life, and because you want to be in my life, then you're gonna pay this because this is what I'm used to getting paid. If not, I will find someone else to do it. So I don't really do the damsel in distress. There's a lot of girls that are on YouTube that say, hey, my car is about to get repossessed, or hey, I'm about to get evicted, or hey, I'm going through a custody case with my kid. I've heard it all. Like I said, I work in a strip club, and I've heard like real life stories where women are really desperate, going through these situations, going to their sugar daddies, and men will take advantage, just like any man. A man that has money, a man that has a stronghold over you, if he knows that you're in a position where you really need, I don't feel like it benefits us in any kind of way. Like, not at all. So no, I don't really have any damsel in distress. I'm just like, babe, I know you see what's going on. I'm not able to go to the club. I'm not able to, you know, conduct business like I'm used to. Like, why haven't I heard from you? Why haven't you sent me any money? Like, am I not worth it? Do I not deserve it? Baby, do you not miss me? Baby, you miss me. Don't you miss me? So no, not. But this is for me. Again, like I said, you do what works for you. I don't know about, you know, damsels in distress or anything like that. So yeah, let me see. Ever had a younger sugar daddy? Okay, ever had a younger sugar daddy? I have been talking to a young dude on Seeking. They haven't brought up sex. All the old ones bring it up immediately, and I hate it. Now, I feel like it's a game. When you're dealing with younger men, I don't care how old they get. I know I've said this before. I talk to guys that are like, you know, one of my favorite guys, the one I had a conversation with, he's turning 82 this year. And to this day, he's like, well, he calls me Carly because that's the first name. He's like, Carly, I just want to really just be intimate with you. And I know you're waiting till marriage. And the only reason I told him that I was waiting till marriage was because we've been in like a sugaring relationship for like 5 years. And if, you know, you can only do so much running. And with it being, you know, later on in the game, I'm like, listen, I'm a Christian, and I am. And I'm not willing to have sex until marriage. And I just want you to respect that. He's trying to get married now. I'm like, baby, you need to spend some more money and we can get married. And he's the one who bought me my car. He's the one who, he's done everything, like absolutely everything. He spent so much money, and I feel he's a great guy. I'm not gonna say that I take advantage of him. I'm not gonna say I do him wrong. I treat him very well. You know, anytime he calls, I'm picking the phone up. I will drive 2 hours, you know, in case you, for any reason, just to show up at one of his rodeos, just to be that little black girl in the stands, like, hi, Poppy. You know, that's me. I'm that girl. But I'm not lying. I'm like, listen, it's worth the money. You have to make these men know it's worth the money. So when it comes to younger sugar daddies, it's about sex. Younger men, and I had a conversation with a girl in a coaching call yesterday. She said, Fancy, I'm meeting these guys at, you know, she just said a local neighborhood restaurant. I don't want to, you know, put her business out there like that. But, you know, they all seem to be dusty. And I'm just like, okay, well, tell me about this restaurant. And it's just like a typical chain. And she was just like, you know, after 7, 8 o'clock, it turns into a club. And, you know, people be approaching me and stuff like that, but I'm not getting no money from these dudes. What sugar daddy do you know that's going to be at a restaurant that turns into a club after 7 or 8? Typically, they're getting home to their wives. Typically, they're old and they had to get home. Or typically, they're businessmen and they're in a corporate office and they have to get home for work, for business, for travel the next morning. You're not, I don't care how many men approach you. Any man that has eyes, even if you're out of his league, an ugly man will shoot his shot. And if you give it to him, which a lot of women are, you know, I know you watch, what's that show? What is it called? Paternity Court. Oh, I talked to him on Tinder. I talked to him or whatever. He told me to come to his house, and he the baby daddy though. So he didn't take her out to eat. All he had to do was, with his ugly self, bring her to his house, and then they had sex, but unprotected sex in addition to that. And now you upset that he's not trying to support his child. It's where you're looking. So I'm going to say I don't deal with the younger men because they tend to be more emotional, more manipulative, and girls are willing to throw themselves at them more than the older guys. The older guys are more experienced in marriage, in life, in business, and they know how to treat a woman because they're just not, you know, they're not just coming from their mom. They're just not coming from their baby mama. They're coming from maybe a wife who died, maybe, you know, somebody who left them in a divorce, or, you know, and they're trying to sit here and feel young again. So I don't deal with the younger sugar daddies because I don't care how old you are. They want sex, and that's what they want. Even if they can't perform, they want sex. Just like at the end of the day, we're here for money. We're not just there because we're, you know, lonely and bored. If that's the case, we're going to get a dusty man up the street at Chili somewhere. So it really just depends on, you know, how much BS you want to go through. Just like a sugar daddy. A lot of women ask, Fancy, is there an age requirement on sugaring? And hold on. Is there an age requirement on sugaring? And it's not. As you can be 50, 60 years old. I have a lot of older women within our community that look like they're 30. They are smoking, they're sexy, they have a lot to offer, they speak well, and they age like wine. Okay, a sugar daddy wants a woman who looks like she's young, in her 20s, because they're naive, they can be easily manipulated, and they're like a trophy, they're like a Rolex on your arm. In addition to that, they don't want, you know, the drama that comes with it. So if you're petty, you're immature. I had a sugar daddy and he had to deal with a baby daddy showing up at his house. First and foremost, he was more of a friend versus a sugar daddy. Like, he dealt with a lot of younger black women that would do anything to have sex with him just for gas, just whatever. And once he met me at the club, I'm like, your girls seem kind of jealous. I don't know why they would bring you to my club. And then they would choose me. Like, you have to be confident within yourself. And I'm not trying to be, you know, conceited or anything like that, but I'm like, why would they bring you over here? You know, and he was just like, well, I don't know, but I love black women. I know how to treat y'all like, you know, like we just extra or whatever. I'm just like, oh, okay, you know how to treat us. And he was just all like, yeah, let me take you out. So once I sat here and raised his standards, because he's used to being able to say, hey, pay my house fee, which is, you know, depending on what time they got here, or hey, take me out to eat, or hey, put gas in my car, or hey, give me something for weed, or hey, give me something for coke, or hey, you know, just whatever. That ain't nothing. He knows that he's feeding your habit. He knows that he's paying for whatever, and he doesn't have to take you out to eat, and he's gonna smash just like he's smashing everybody else. So when it came to me, I'm just like, oh, you're gonna have to spend some money. I know you're not used to spending the money. I know you don't have as much money as, you know, typical men that I, you know, spend time with, but I would love to get to know you. I would love to spend time with you. That's why I say have multiple men. Multiple. And what I mean, just because he can't afford it, it's important to figure out what he does for a living so you can kind of put them in their category. Yes, if they can only give you $600 per meet, it doesn't mean that you need to just knock them out. You can have 4 guys that just can afford $700 a meet, and it adds up. But you're not going to give them as much time. You're not going to be as available as everybody else. Versus somebody that's paying, you know, $1,200, $1,400, $1,500, and they're taking you to nice restaurants. Baby, I'm not going to respond to your text messages every single time, but I will, you know, be kind of available if you spend a little money. Cash at me. Cash at me, and in a notation saying, hey, can you text me back? And I'm going to be like, yes, sir. So you have to show them how to treat you. And, yeah, you have to show them how to treat you. So let me see what you guys are asking. I'm blind, y'all. So with this light being so bright, I can't even squint and see what you're asking. So let me see. Oh, my girl is on there. My executive chef. Hey, girl, hey. Like, literally, she is so beautiful. I was just like, girl, stop. Don't even book no more coaches with me. Stop. That's my boo. Okay, I'm 25, I'm playing no games. Focus on the bag, no distractions for that season. Period. No distractions. How would you talk to a guy online that you're trying to turn into a sugar daddy? Okay, how would I talk to a guy online that I'm trying to turn him into a sugar daddy? Now that we're quarantined, like literally, I'm at the house bored. I just get dressed only because of the building that I live in. My neighbors still try to hang out and party and stuff like that and go to the amenity level. So I'm dressed, like regardless of the fact I'm gonna get dressed, I still go out every now and then, but I don't try to expose myself to, like, you know, big crowds and people that are sick or stuff like that. Not trying to push my lifestyle on you. Do what you do. But if I'm talking to somebody that I met on a like Tinder, Bumble, or something like that, which is something that I don't do. You guys know I'm more traditional. I don't like to go online and stuff like that. But if I had to, I would tell him, I would try to get him to spill money. Just like if you're dating a man in real life and you're not trying to have a sugar daddy or have a man of means and he tends to be younger, you're supposed to test him. And all my exes hate when I test them. They're like, you're supposed to love me. Why am I testing you? I need to know that you're comfortable being within your role. So say we're going to a grocery store. Okay, this guy, just a homie, not even somebody I even talk to. Hey, can I come over and hang out? I'm bored. You know, it's the corona. We're isolated, whatever. And I'm like, okay, so how much money do you have? I wish I could insert, but I'm gonna have to insert another. I'm like, how much money do you have? What are you bringing me to eat? What are we gonna do while you're here? He's like, oh, okay, I'm a cook. Who food? You have to understand broke responses. Who food you about to cook? So you using my electricity on my stove in my house. Who food you about to cook? You about to go to the grocery store? No, that's why I don't be dealing with young guys. They think that they can just come into your place just because y'all cool. We went to college together and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm not available. So if I'm talking to somebody on Tinder, Bumble, or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna make them spend money. I'm gonna sit here and be like, hey, well, I don't know that you're who you say you are, so can we FaceTime? And if we're FaceTiming or Skyping or whatever video chat that you guys do, then I will legit say, well, let's have like a date. You know, like we can have a day like this. Say it was me and you. You're on your phone, I'm on my phone, you know, and we're like, you Uber Eats me. That's kind of romantic. That's kind of sexy. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's not creative. And then you can ask him his expectations. You don't got to go nowhere. And he can ask you your expectations. And you're like, I need a generous gentleman. I need to know that you're comfortable spending money on me. I need to know that because I look how I look, I don't get up. Get up. Say, because I look how I look, I'm going to need you to spend money. And you don't have to worry about, you know, being turned down, going out, whatever. Let them know. Put on something real cute and be like, this is what you can have when the coronavirus is gone. So I'm gonna need you to let me know that it, like, you're worth it. That's what I would do. We gonna have a Skype date. We gonna have a Skype date. And this other girl, I tried to go through some of your comments that of women who haven't been able to set up a coaching. But I had some coaching today, so I didn't get to. She said, what do you do if a guy touches you inappropriately or whatever? If he touches you, like grabs your boobs or grabs your ass, or which is whatever. If he just grabs you, what do you do? I give him a warning. The first warning is like, babe, stop, be nice. Babe, be nice to me. I'm a lady. You gotta kind of play with them. You can't be like, bitch, you got me fucked up. What you think this is? No. Calm down. Be a lady. Be like, stop. Babe. You're bad. Don't do that. You gotta put on a baby voice. You gotta sit here and be very cutesy and understanding. And if he continues to do it, say, you know what, I'm not used to being grabbed on and tugged on, and I just feel like we're not looking for the same thing, and I'm used to a man courting me, wine and dine, spending money on me, and I can't see us moving forward. I don't put up with disrespect, even at the strip club. If you come up to me and, okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay, this is what I do. I work at topless strip clubs every now and then, and I will have on my bottoms. And I know guys try to sit here. He'll try to sit here and put his finger in you and put his finger in another girl, another girl, another girl. It's just what men do. They're very nasty. They're very disgusting. They don't care. They don't care where you've been, what you've been doing, and it makes you. So I'll sit here and put a tampon in, even if, you know, I'm not on my thing, whatever. I'll put a tampon in, cut the string. So if anybody tries to, you know, put any fingers, you know, it's easy for them to sit here and maneuver. It's like a thing they got. It's like a, and you just you doing a lap dance, so you don't know something like. So I put a tampon in easy and make sure it's right there. And I'm like, so you want to get your, what is it called? What kind of license is that? When y'all be trying to have sex on your period and stuff? Red something? I don't know. I said, you real nasty, huh? So always, if anything, if somebody, I'm always prepared. That's what I'm trying to sit here and say. I'll put something up there. Don't be trying to touch me. Don't pull on me. And I'm just done with it. I wash my hands with you. I'm not going to sit here and be groped on, grabbed on at the strip club. I don't care. Listen, you owe me money. And y'all have heard me. I went out with a homegirl and we sat here and parking was how much ever to valet. He thought he was going to fill up on me and grab me. Nigga, you owe me money. Oh, okay, my homegirl's waiting. You said I could have whatever. So you want to get her a drink too. You have to sit here and hold these men accountable, because at the end of the day, they don't own you. They're not your men. They have no right to touch you. You're not a piece of meat. And no, don't touch me. So no, no, ma'am. So y'all need to be doing these FaceTime dates and get your meat fee. Baby, I met you. I applied this makeup and everything, baby. I met you. Davis, I'm kind of shy in person and I've been offered a few meetups. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm kind of shy in person. I've been offered a few meetups. I'm nervous. Any advice? I would say, okay, so we were all young once where we were just getting our driver's license and stuff like that. We're doing, you know, driving, school and all this other stuff. We're not comfortable on the highway. We're not comfortable on the road. We're not comfortable being behind a wheel, controlling something. It's practice. The more you practice, the more you're comfortable. Even when I started dancing, I literally, my first date, and I told a few girls, I was sitting with a guy. He was sitting here, I was sitting here, and I was shaking, like physically shaking. And the more he noticed, the more I shook. And I wasn't doing a lap dance. I wasn't on stage. Like when I'm on stage, the lights are so bright that the audience is dark. So, and then you have mirrors. So it's like you're in your bedroom by yourself. So I'm just touching, you're just by yourself. You're touching yourself, you're moving, you're just, very seductive. And of course, if somebody approaches the stage, me, y'all, this is what I do. Because as y'all can see, women who be doing acrobatic stuff and all kinds of stuff fall to the ground and break their face. I'm not gonna carry this ass up that pole. I won't do it. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, I'm not gonna do extra. And that's just what it is. So people will come to the stage and I will crawl over to them. I'm all about floor work. I'm all about lap dances. I'm all about intimacy. I'm all about, being that fantasy, being your fantasy. And so you have to practice. These men are on Tinder, they're on Bumble, they're going out with a different girl every single night, especially if they don't have a life, especially if they don't have a wife, especially if they have nothing to do. And so if you're okay going to Chili's, if you're okay going to Applebee's, if you're okay going to Subway, if you're okay with them meeting up with you in their car, in a grocery store parking lot, which I've heard some crazy stuff in my coaching. You girls are meeting these guys anywhere where they're not even spending money on you. And then you're asking me, Fancy, why are they not spending money on me? They said that they did this, this, and this for, a sugar baby. And why wouldn't he do it for me? Number one, I can tell you right now, I didn't spend $1 million on a sugar baby. I'm lying. I did not. Neither did he. So how do you know he has money? How, especially if he doesn't spend it on you? And then how, with you setting the standard so low where he doesn't have to spend money on you on the first date, do you expect for him to spend money? Or like another girl, she said she met a guy at some kind of event, and he sat here and he had all this money, had a nice car, said, would you come with me, to another thing? And she said, I looked good, I was cute, I knew what I was doing. And she said that date after date after date, she didn't get paid. And she's like, Fancy, like, did I mess up? Because when I asked him for money and I said it was his idea, he was like, I have to know it's real. I have to know that you're really into me. If a man's able to date you for free, why would he pay for it? If you don't require him to pay on the first date, if you don't let him know your expectations, just because he mentions, hey, this is what I'm used to, I'm willing to pay per meet, I'm okay with no sex. Like I said, I won't say I'm not gonna have sex. I will, baby, you have to work for it. If any man could have sex with me that wanted to, would you really want me? I need to know that you are a provider and that you're willing to take care of me. So I need to know that you're willing to take care of me. So I need you to put in some work, because baby, I'm worth it. I'm definitely worth the wait. If you're not confident behind what you're saying, then there's no way. You can't be like, well, Fancy told me to say this, and babe, I'm worth the wait. You're not gonna wait for me? Oh, you exclusive like me too? Okay, well. So if you don't believe it within yourself, then, yeah, if you don't believe it within yourself, then, yeah. But so I have some good things. I'm gonna continue to answer questions and stuff like that. But I have some pretty exciting things that are going on. A few of you girls can't find sugar daddies, and I'm your girl. Me and another subscriber and my very, very best friend has thought about coming together with a masquerade where you guys are able to purchase tickets. We only have 150 tickets for women, and the other 150 will be for sugar daddies only. And you're like, how are you gonna find these sugar daddies? Girl, after all the clubs that I've danced at over these like years, I know men. And then I figured like I was gonna sit here and do some traveling as far as like freestyling and meeting guys and selling some tickets to them. So, and I don't know what it is about me, is something, but I can get these men to come. And if you would like to come, we're just kind of brainstorming, especially with the coronavirus and stuff going on. But I wanted to let you know we will be selling only 150 tickets to women. The other 150 will be going to men. I'm going to give you more detail as far as, the location will be in Dallas. So especially with it being like so far in advance, we're thinking like the end of the year. The ticket should be cheap, and in addition to that, it's going to be a masquerade, so it's going to be very discreet. We're going to have speed dating, just in case you're too shy to approach the men that are there while you're mingling. We're going to have like a little speed dating kind of situation, and we're going to make it happen. So I'm trying to think what else. Okay, and then also this is what I'm super but we want to start off with one. We're gonna have like a woman's retreat, like a woman's retreat. And my bestie, oh my gosh, she's a life coach, and we've been looking at venues and stuff like that where we're gonna do like a 2-night, 3-day women's retreat, where if you're not looking for a sugar daddy, it's going to be nothing but women. We're talking about business. We're trying to be about becoming entrepreneurs. We're talking about how to sit here and quit your 9 to 5, quit your corporate job, and how to sit here and be that hustler and start making money. So it's going to be nothing but women empowerment, encouragement. It's going to be inspirational speakers. It's going to be like, when I sit here and say it's going to be a good time, and when I saw the venue, I was like, this is like a castle. Everybody gets their own room, their own bathroom. Like, when I tell you, we're making stuff happen. So just stay on the lookout for that. Like, those are gonna be like in groups of like maybe 12, 13, because it's more intimate, it's more one-on-one, and it's about business. Of course, if you want, information, you're gonna have me at your disposal for the weekend, and also her. And we're gonna be talking about, more, building, our empires and whatnot. But if you have any questions, I'm gonna be there. So we will tell you about the tickets and stuff like that. Like a week before they're available to be purchased, just in case you need to, because I know a lot of you guys be trying to trip about the coaching price. I'm like, as booked as I stay on a daily, there is no way that my prices are ridiculous. Like, they're not. So I'm going to tell you a week in advance before the masquerade with the sugar daddies. We are thinking October, not Halloween, because we got kids and stuff like that, but we're thinking like maybe the 1st or 2nd week in October. And it gives us enough time for you to purchase your tickets. Tickets are really cheap right now with that corona. So we're gonna sit here and like kind of tell you in advance, but once the tickets are sold out for the women, there's no room at all. So, and it's all about quality men, and we just want to put you in an environment where you feel comfortable and where you have support. So say you see somebody that you're interested to and you don't really know what to say. Hey, I'm gonna be over there, boom, come and talk to me. I will more than likely sold him the ticket, and I know him, so I'll be willing to assist you. Let me see. So wait, where is this? I need to hook up. You girls are too funny. Okay, this is my boo. She don't know she my boo, but boo, you my boo. Okay, the ultimate girlfriend. She said it's harder to play a black sugar daddy. They know the game. Plus, it's rare to find a black sugar daddy with money. I'm not gonna say that it's harder to find a black sugar daddy with money. It's harder to find a black sugar daddy that's generous. They play a lot of games. And they are very controlling, they're very manipulative, and they're very cheap. So they have the money, they may have the money, but even if they have the money, they want you to work for it. So if you ask me, Fancy, how many black sugar daddies have you had? And I would say maybe like 4. And I've had a lot of sugar daddies of every race, and I probably had 4, only because I'm not gonna put up with the BS. Like, nigga, you got me fucked up. Stop. You got me messed up. Stop playing with me. I will run you over in the parking lot. You don't know. Like, I just feel like they try to, how would I say? They try to impress you at first, and they try to let you know, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. And then they'll take you to a fine dining restaurant if you got game enough to get them to take you to a fine dining restaurant. Because some girls are okay with, oh, he got all this, you can take me to wherever, just come to my club and we can just eat lunch there, and I'm gonna give you a discount because you're my customer. I'm not giving you no discount. What? And you're not gonna come to my club. You're gonna take me out to eat, and at the restaurant that I choose, And then we can sit here and discuss, business. And so they try to sit here and, get you to bust it open, drop it like it's hot, just so, yeah, I'm not going to say black sugar daddies tend not to have money, but they tend to be very cheap, and they tend to want you to do a lot for little. So I will say that I love black men. I love black men. So this is not a racist situation. I ain't got no problems with them. But I'm going to be real with y'all. They play a lot of games. And I feel like they deal with a lot of women who are willing to give them whatever in hopes to getting something because they don't know their worth. I'm not going to sit here and have sex with you for $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $1,000. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry, you can't afford me, sir. And I'm not. No, I won't. Have I ever had a black sugar daddy take me on a trip? No. Have I had him take me shopping? I have. Have I got a headache from a black sugar daddy? Multiple times. Have I just wanted to throw my phone out the window from a black sugar daddy? All the time. No. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. So I just try to pick my battles. And if they're black and they already showing me problems, sir, go to the corner now. Bye. So, let's see. They said when the food arrives, cut the call and say it's the connection. Tender gold? I don't know what tender gold is. No, I don't know. Drake, hello. Hey. Okay, how would you recommend getting over a breakup? Okay, I'm very familiar with this. Okay, so depending on, the amount of time that you guys were together, you have to base that on your healing time. If you were together for a year, I would honestly say expect it to be a year for you to honestly emotionally detached from the situation. You have to forgive yourself and understand that the only reason he was even able to hurt you was because you allowed him to. If you would have never gave that man the time of day, there was no way. Like, okay, say somebody's sitting here cutting you off on the highway and he flicks you off and says, F you. Like, you can go about your business. But say it's somebody that you actually love and care about, and you spend time with and you do stuff for and you sacrifice for. If they say F you, you're hurt, because that person means something to you. So you have to first forgive yourself for allowing that person, allowing that person to be in a position where he was able to hurt you, especially when you saw the red flags. Then you have to start to heal yourself. You have to start, there's many women on YouTube, which I'm trying to get there, but y'all want to talk about sugar daddies. But there's many women under like Breenie Lee and all other, that's who I watched when I was going through my last breakup, my last serious breakup, not the most recent because that was trash, but the one before that I was just like devastated. I was like, dude, for her, you got me messed up. I didn't sacrifice. I didn't sat here and held it down, like Breenie Lee and Trent Shelton, and there's so many other people out there that really encourage me. I have anxiety. I threw up every single day over this man. And I look, and to this day, I look and I'm just like, he's like, oh, why did I talk to you? He's not even an ex, he's a why. Why did I even talk? Like, why was I tripping? But I couldn't see past my circumstances. I was so engulfed in pain. I couldn't get up out of bed. I didn't even go to the club. I was literally like, I was done. So once I was able to accept the situation and understand it wasn't me, it was him, how can I expect him to see greatness within myself when, he can't even see greatness for himself, and he's not in a position where he's able to build. He's not in a position where he's still in a boy's mindset, basically. That's what he is. And how can he sit here and see a woman when he's not even a man? So you have to understand that it's not you, it's definitely him. And you have to be okay and accept that man's rejection is God's protection. You have to understand that where I am today, I could never be with any of my exes. And you have to think to yourself, and I said this in my other video, would I be okay just being with that man, being in that situation, and not being able to level up and get to the next level because I'm too busy trying to take care of him and trying to pull his weight and trying to, trying to make sure that I'm competing with these. Why you cheating on me? Why you wasn't able to? Why you got me? So you just in conflict with the whole relationship. You resent him. You're taking on a man's role. You're taking care of him. And then you're trying to compete with women who don't even matter. So you have to forgive yourself. You have to accept the situation, and you have to know that it's better. It's better that you let go and let God. So move on, talk to other people, work on your brand, work on your business, work on your body. See here and level up and become the woman that he could never have. And when I say don't go back to the past, an ex is an ex. An ex is an ex. An ex is an ex. So that's all I can say. Never leave the house without being on point. I don't care if you had to do your makeup every time you leave the house. I don't care if you got to do your hair, put on a cute outfit. Like for this thing, I was like, I told my best friend, I was like, what do I wear? She was just like, even your casual clothes are so extra fancy. Just put on something. I put on this comfy onesie. I don't care. I don't care. Put on something that's cute and chic at all times, because you never know. You'll end up going up to the gas station that everybody go to. He gonna be there with his girl. Make sure if he sees you, make sure that you're on point. Make sure if he misses you when he's hitting you up because he's watching you on social media, don't block him. Allow him to watch you and see you progressing, living your life, being happy, and all that other stuff. And he's gonna be like, damn, I'm not shit. She's not tripping over me. And we're not. That's how you hurt a man. You don't hurt a man by begging and pleading. You don't hurt a man by telling him, I'm going to do better. Whatever you want, I'm going to do it. Men chase. If he has you, he's not going to sit here and take his time to work for you. Let him know that he could never have you, and that you're ashamed and you're embarrassed that you even talk to him. Let him know that you're grateful that he decided to leave. You're grateful that whatever, but don't verbally tell him. Show him through your actions, and don't directly show him. Any memes that you're saying, hey, when a nigga leave you, make sure da 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 da. Like, no, because he's gonna know that you're doing it just because. Make sure that everything that you're doing, he's not irrelevant. If he sees it, he sees it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But at the end of the day, you're doing you. You have to heal yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. And then you have to set your standards higher. Never again will I sit here and talk to a ninja that I met at some urban club. A ninja who, needs a ride. A ninja whose cell phone is off. A ninja who wants to go 50-50. A ninja who just wants to show me off to his homeboys and stuff like that, because what? So I'm so behind on these messages. Hold on. Exactly. I'm like, dude, you can't afford me. Stop playing. Go get your daddy, though, because I'll mess with him. That's my motto all day. Eating on the toilet. Period. She said going back to ex is like eating out the toilet. Period. I'm so serious. My ex has a new girlfriend and I feel so bad. I should send her to you so she can level up and not be with him. Girl, there's so many women, because of the things that we go through, we just want attention from any man that will look our way. And you have to understand that she's broken. And you have to, and this is what I think for my exes. I'm just like, you know what? I hope he's a better man for her. Because at the end of the day, I don't want any woman to feel like I felt. I don't want any woman to go through what I've went through. That's why I try to sit here and preach and teach to you girls. I'm not like a lot of these girls that are like, this is how I'm living. This is where I am in life. And, you're going to have to book with me, or you're going to have to spend some money. You're going to have to sit here and do something that benefits me for you to come up. I try to do as much as I can, you know what I mean? Especially within my videos, I try to give as much advice. I'm over here stuttering. As much advice as I can, especially reflecting through my coaching. If I'm having multiple coaching sessions that are expressing they're shy, they're not comfortable, they're not okay with asking. A man asks for pussy. So why won't you ask for money? A man doesn't have a problem asking you to go back to his hotel room. So why do you have a problem letting him know that every time we meet up, this is how much I require? A man doesn't have a problem opening his mouth and letting you know, you got me messed up. You not finna control me or run me. I'ma do me. And if you gonna ride with me, you gonna ride with me. If you not, then you not. Then why do you have a problem telling him, you got me effed up? I'm worth more than that. And any man will be happy to sit here and be a man to me and do what he gotta do to maintain me. We have to understand, men think logical and women are more emotional and compassionate. We are built complete, like in two different ways. We're chemically different. Everything about us is different. So you have to be okay understanding you're not going to hurt his feelings. If anything, you're hurting your own feelings by not speaking up because you're wasting your time. Just like these boys, these young thugs, they can be, I talked to this girl today. She said this dude was so ugly. He was like 33, but he smelled so good. I said, girl, and I bet he dressed good too. The ugly ones, like Jay-Z. Beyonce did not need his money. She didn't need anything. If anything, she really didn't need his genetics. That's what she really didn't need. But because, you know, the man he was, she just sat here and said, you know, okay, the uglier they are, the more they have to finesse, the more they have to hustle, the more they have to manipulate, the more they have to sit here and prove themselves. So you have to understand, just because a man's ugly doesn't mean that he's not going to cheat on you. Just because a man is ugly. I'm so through, because these ugly men be the most bold. I said, how would you even be comfortable talking to me? Like in real life. Like, stop playing. Boy, like for real, stop. Like, I can't. I cannot. So, you have to be comfortable enough to, you know, be selfish and love yourself and know what you need. If you know you need your bills paid, if you know you need your rent paid, if you know because of the coronavirus you're not able to make the money that you were making, you have to be comfortable. I text, he's not even a sugar daddy, he's a trick. I texted Trick yesterday, and he's Jamaican. We're just gonna be specific, I don't care. And I text him, I was like, you know I'm upset at you. And he was like, Fancy, I know. I'm like, no, but you really don't know. And then he's like, okay, so how can I make it up to you? I said, I need you to cash at me right now, and then we can maybe be friends. Like, I'm not gonna say this corona's putting me back. I'm not gonna say I need you. Or I was up at my best friend's house 2 days ago, and we hit up this guy. And I was just like, yo, we hungry. Can you bring us some wine, some food, some money, and some toilet paper? We didn't even need none of that. He was like, well, I know if I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. Period. You already know. Like, I'm not asking you because I need it done. I'm asking because if you don't do it, somebody else will do it. Like, stop. Stop. So, let's see. I think all guys are the same. So much help. I'm a nurse and guys still overlook me. Okay, she said, I need so much help. I'm a nurse and guys still overlook me. I'm so low and confused. If a guy, and I was telling a few of you girls, your job only matters to Dusties. Like if somebody says, hey, what do you do? What do you have going for you? I like to say nothing. I have nothing to offer. Nothing at all. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that will benefit as far as me having a good job, meaning you know that you have to pay less on me because I have my bills taken care of, or you know you can live off of me, and neither one of those are going to happen. So I feel like with you being a nurse, the only advantage would be, you know, you're in an environment where you're working with doctors, you know, but you work a lot. So it's very tedious and it's harsh on you mentally, emotionally, physically, in every way. And of course, I'm not going to tell you not to do, you know, something that you work so hard to become, but you have to kind of make time for yourself. Nurses give, and they don't necessarily have time to spoil themselves. So on your off days, on your off hours, you know, especially if you work every day, I would definitely take time to go to spas. I would take time to spoil myself. I would take time to go out just to meet people. And if somebody asks, what do you do? I would say, I'm a consultant, I'm a designer, I'm a student. You could be going for a higher level education. I don't do anything. If they want to know how your bills paid, first, it's none of your business. And second off, if you really want to know, men like you, would you like to go ahead and get added to the list? I'm very blunt. And that's something that I don't try to, I won't hide from you girls. You're like fancy in your blogs. You are kind of being like not as polished as you are. That's me. I'm fancy and I'm fancy. You know, either ratchet fancy, cool fancy. This is just me. I'm not gonna pretend to be all uptight, all this, because that's not me. I like to have fun. I'm outgoing. I say what I want to say. And to men too, I don't. What are you gonna do? What me? Am I grounded? I can sit here and say really nice. So could you give me money for this date? I typically take 200. This is like the me. No, sir. Listen, these men over here, they've been looking at me all night. I know you noticed because I noticed, and then I noticed that you noticed that they noticed. So with us all noticing, then there is no reason for you to even hesitate when it comes to taking care of me financially. I'm used to being paid. I'm not used to going out on dates and you're spending your last dime. I'm used to walking away with money in my pocket. And I don't mean a couple of $100s. I need at least 12. So what's gonna happen? Either you're not gonna say anything and you're not gonna get paid, and you're gonna hope and wish that you get paid the next time, and then he's gonna get comfortable enough to know your personality. Oh, she's very shy. I can get away. I can probably even finesse her into having sex with me. So why do I have to pay? Or you can tell him up front, hey, I'm just looking for a generous gentleman. I'm really kind of embarrassed that, you know, you haven't brought up the finances, because it typically, you know, we're already discussing that by this point, and I just want to make sure that we're not wasting each other's time. Like, I'm looking for someone who will wine and dine me, who would take me shopping, who would take me on trips, and in addition to that, who will, oh, my Nana's calling me. Oh my goodness. Hey, how are you doing? I'm so sorry. Nana, I'm obsessed with you and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call you back because I'm doing a video right now and I'm gonna call you right back. I'm over here being a hoe, but I'm gonna call you back, okay? A video. These girls want to know how to be out here in the streets getting money from men. She said, oh God. Okay, bye. My family know what it is. They know what it is. Period. So like I said, I don't hide nothing from nobody. That is my mom's mom, my blood grandma. She know what it is. Anytime I brought home a guy that was my age, she's just like, he's kind of young. Don't do that to that boy. I'm like, Nana, but he needs to learn. He needs to learn. She's like, a video for what? I'm like, listen, we're trying to finesse, make this money. So I don't even know what I was talking about, but let me see. You can't be shy. Ask for, you said, hey, Nana. It's so funny because, okay, this is how the guys I deal with know it's real. Yes, men want sex, but at the end of the day, they want companions. They want to know that they're safe. They want to know that they mean something. They want to know that they're worth it. Men have feelings too, and they do. And I'm not willing to have sex with them because I've seen the difference. I've seen the difference between having sex with men and like they're trash. Like they're dusty, they're trash. Like you're doing whatever, bending over backwards, and like they're treating you like anything, and then not. And a man is working for something. I feel like, how can a man say we're gold diggers? How can men say that how do you say? How can men say that it's 2020, it's equal now? Like, wasn't it men who put us in a kitchen, put us in a house to take care of children while they go out and work? So now that we're traditional, classy women and we don't expect to work and we expect to be taken care of, oh, now we're gold diggers. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not. So yeah, when I come with my guys, if we get really serious and they spend a good amount of money where there's trips and we have like a consistent relationship, we're not having sex, but I will introduce them to my family. My mom's and met some 70-year-olds. My grandma's and met everybody. Like I'm not even. I cannot. They know what it is. And they will treat them so good. They'll have dinner, just absolutely everything. So people, they really feel like, you're not embarrassed? You're paying my bills. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm for real, y'all. I don't know. Oh, Alicia, I put one of my profiles. I'm looking for a protector and provider. Take it or leave it. Okay. If they can be your sugar daddy, are they asking because they think you're a sugar mama? Or are they asking because they really want to be your sugar daddy? I feel like, okay, so the question is, if someone asks if they can be your sugar daddy, are they asking because they think you are a sugar mama? Or are they asking because they really want to be your sugar daddy? Any man that I've dealt with that was a legit sugar daddy, they don't consider themselves or reference themselves as a sugar daddy. It's a relationship. Either we're friends or we're in a relationship. And anytime I get the sugar daddy, like, y'all don't understand how many men watch this channel. They might not be active, but I have so many men in my DMs like, Fancy, my daughter's not looking just to sit here and break the ice. My daughter's not looking for a sugar daddy, but I want her to watch your channel because I want her to level up and I want her not to deal with these dusties. And I would love to take you out to dinner so we can, talk about my daughter. You tried it. Boy, stop. Stop. And they do be black. They be black and these black men be creative. We will not. We not going to talk about your daughter right now. We can talk about how you about to transfer me some money. But anybody who's talking about being a sugar daddy, anybody who's on Instagram saying, listen, I'm looking for a sugar baby, anybody, it's fake. They're trying to just tell you. They're trying to tell you what, they're trying to tell you what you want to hear just because, you're like, oh, he used the term sugar daddy. So, he knows what it is. No, he's trying to finesse you. If anything, it's a scam. Anybody who's hit me up on Instagram about being a sugar daddy, which since I started my channel, you thought like, Fancy, why would you put your face out there? These men, I have men who know me like in real life from clubs or whatever. They're like, I subscribe to your YouTube channel. At least I can see you more consistently because you don't come to the club. I say, yeah. And you better watch every single ad with your broke ass. So no, it doesn't stop it. At the end of the day, I'm very forward. You know what it is, and it is what it is. So, yeah, I don't even know what the question was. I was gonna drink my apple juice, but y'all be talking about me. Y'all be like, Fancy, listen. Okay, so let's talk about this one thing. Y'all, because I didn't even do nothing extra today. I am not a hairstylist. I am not a makeup artist. I do what I like and I like what I do. And the men like it too. I have so many haters that be on here just trying to put me down. Be like, Fancy, I don't like your hair or your eyelash or just bull. And I'm like, sweetie, I'm not coming to you to try to make money. These men like it. They like when my eyelash hang off. Maybe you should try it. I'd be so through. I'd be so done. I'm like, but I didn't ask you. But I'm doing okay though. Y'all, I cannot. I'm gonna have to get off because I literally been on here so long. Wait. See, and okay, some people be asking for me to do a makeup review or a makeup tutorial and stuff. I'd be like, listen, I really don't do makeup. Like, just like everybody else, I'm still learning and I still just do what works for me. And, I'm just not a professional. And I have so many people talking down. I'm like, well, maybe you should do your makeup like me and you'll make money. I'm sorry, I don't know, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call my Nana back. So yeah, I wanted to make my live. I kind of wanted to get more personal with you guys. I kind of was all over the place. I was kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know. But you girls are absolutely everything to me. I'll do my best, especially because I know, like, with the corona and stuff like that, people's funds are low and stuff. So I'm not going to expect you to, you know, book coachings and stuff like that, because I am like pretty booked. But if you want more one-on-one, if you want me to elaborate, if you want me to sit here and break down a plan as to executing your goals in any kind of way, I have people calling me about business plans. I have people calling me about, you know, their marriage. I have people calling me about absolutely everything. I am here. I'm here to inspire, to cheer you on, to encourage you. I'm so obsessed with you guys. Y'all don't understand. I'm so obsessed. But I can't wait for our retreat. My homegirl, she was just like, don't call it a sleepover. It's a sleepover. We snobby. Fancy little snobs. It's a sleepover in a castle, in a mansion. So definitely be on the lookout for that and more information. In addition to that, we're doing the masquerade party. That for sure is going to be in October. I haven't pinpointed our sleepover, but I haven't picked out a date for that yet. We're gonna still, you know, work through and brainstorm some things. But the masquerade party, I'm pretty excited about. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if anybody has any other questions, and I got you. Okay, I love your makeup. What foundation are you using? I really like Huda Beauty, but I like Cover FX, and I think those are the only two, Huda Beauty and Cover. Okay, so I really, especially with me dancing and sweating and stuff like that, I try to, y'all have been asking for dancer vlogs, stripper vlogs, whatever. Again, before I even started my YouTube channel, you can ask anybody who's danced with me, who's worked with me at the clubs, any manager, whatever. I come in every couple of months. Like, they won't see me for like 6-7 months, because I like to be a new face and I will move around. And in addition to that, I don't like to stay put. So I was looking at some stripper blogs to see, like, what are y'all guys really interested in? And literally, these girls come out negative sometimes, come out with a couple of dollars, which I know what it is. Again, I've been doing it for years. I'm like, y'all really want me to waste a whole day, go to the club, and it might be hidden, it might not be, and make this video, or whatever the case is, which I will sooner or later. Like, my club that's more lenient, that doesn't really care about the girls. Well, I'm not gonna say they don't care about the girls. Let me stop. They're more lenient. They're okay with videos. Well, maybe, let me not be vocal. They're more lenient. They're still open. And I was gonna sit here and do a coronavirus stripper vlog like yesterday, but I don't want to expose myself. I'm like really into these FaceTime meet and greets, not with y'all, but with sugar daddies. Cash at me now. So I will do a stripper vlog, but back to the foundation and stuff like that. I don't really break out. I don't have acne or problematic skin. I am greasy, like in my T-zone, like my eyebrows, down my nose, and stuff like that. But everything else is dry, so it's combination. So I'm dry on my cheeks and oily hair. So Huda's really good, and I'm kind of obsessed with Cover FX right now. But again, y'all be talking so much mess. Don't be asking me no questions. I don't know nothing about. Again, I'm not a makeup artist. Y'all be trying to come for me. Look, ninja. Sugar daddies like my eyelashes. So, but yeah, I am so obsessed with you guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any. I'm 22, we're 24, we're moving together in 6 months, and I told that he doesn't want me to work or worry about bills, but he wants me to work toward a goal. Doesn't matter. What do I say? What? That's a lot. Okay, so you repeated this so many times, so I guess you want to answer. I'm 22 and my boyfriend is 24. We're moving together in 6 months, and told me that he doesn't want me to work or worry about bills, but that he wants me to work toward a goal, any goal. It doesn't matter. What do I say? How much money's in your bank account? Can you afford me? I'm not gonna sit here and just be doing any and everything. And then you're saying within 6 months you're moving together. So where are you at living right now? Where is he living? Like, is he able, with him being 24, is he able to sit here and financially take care of himself? Because if he can't take care of himself, he can't take care of you. And I'm not trying to put your relationship down, but you're asking me, and I'm gonna tell you. So what do you say? Well, what are your plans? Are you able to sit here and take care of a household? Am I able to sit here and still get my nails done? What do you mean I can do whatever? Like, can I sit here and work my business? Whatever, whatever. Just to see where his mind's at. But you asked like a whole bunch of times, like, I just thought, like, I don't know. Girl, does he have money? Does he have money? Girl. Because I know, like, this is how I feel. I maintain myself. I take care of my bills. You feel me? And so if I can afford me, then you should be able to afford me. Just like, don't get a Maserati, don't get a Bentley if you can't afford maintenance. Like, well, we exotic. We're exotic. So, yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want, well. Thank you for joining my video, and please share. All right, bye.